I want you to imagine what it would be like for a moment if each of your agents had their own assistants. So imagine if you're paying each of them, I don't know, about $2,000 per month, and probably more than that. The advantages are that less leads would fall through the cracks because the assistants are constantly making sure that they're following up. Each person is more organized and they spend less time looking for who to call because their assistant is sending it to them or putting in their calendar. The disadvantages are it would be very expensive. Training is required for each assistant. You have sick days, and they aren't working all the time, like at evenings or weekends. And there's complaints, there's mistakes being made, and so on, because they're human. So, what would that look like if they were automated assistants? So, the advantages are that no leads would fall through the cracks because they work perfectly 100% of the time, always. The agent would still be more organized and no time wasted at all looking for who to call. The disadvantages suddenly all disappear. So it's no longer expensive. The training would not be required because it's programmed to do a certain thing and then it does it perfectly all the time, every time. There's no sick days. They work 24/7, nights, weekends. There's no complaints and no mistakes. So imagine if you had somebody doing this for all of your agents 24/7. So John Doe, one of your agents, adds a contact. The example here is using HubSpot, but it could be Follow Up Boss, Salesforce, Google Sheets, basically whatever CRM you want to use. Or if you don't want to use a CRM, even Google Sheets will work, no problem. So they add a contact and their assistant sets a follow up for them. The automation will be setting this in the background automatically every time. So every time he adds a contact, the assistant keeps setting a follow up for him. He doesn't have to do any of this himself, he just adds it. Then every morning, the assistant pushes to all of your agents individually all the follow ups that they need to do. So 2 day follow up with this person, 2 day with them, 3 day, 6 day, 10 day, 12, 16. And then they open up the email and it will show them all the details relevant for that person. They can call them directly just by tapping on their phone. They can even open up the profile in HubSpot and see the conversation history and everything done. So it makes it very simple. And this is pushed to them. They don't have to go searching for any of this. If you prefer it as a series of calendar events, no problem. So we could space it out in each agent's day on their calendar as if their personal assistant put it in and synced it for them. So 2 day follow up with this person at 9:15, and 9:25 with them, 9:40, 9:55, and so on. So it'll actually space it out and even give them reminders to contact them in their calendar. So let's say they're too busy or they miss the reminder. It will reschedule for them, again, just like a human personal assistant would do, but with no errors and it works perfectly 100% of the time. Now, this is a very important screen. So the difference between manual versus automated. So in the manual way, let's say you have a CRM set up, which is good if you do, but it has certain flaws in that approach. So it has a manual process to it. Your salesperson has to do the work and find who to follow up with. So they open up your CRM, they search for who to contact. They might have certain people that are rolling over each day and so on. They're going to have to try to gather the ones to contact and then actually contact them. So let's assume that the red ones are the ones he misses and the green ones are the ones he follows up with. With the automated way, the automated assistant, the automation scans through and finds them all, assigned to that person, collects them and pushes it to the salesperson. The system does not miss any.